My beloved child, on this Monday the 8th of September, I come to you with urgency, with love, and with a message that carries weight for your heart and for your destiny. Someone you trust is about to shock you, someone you never expected to act in a way that could shake your spirit, and that is why I am moving quickly, whispering into your soul before midnight, because timing matters in this divine moment. I see the heaviness you have carried in silence, I see the way your heart leans on people for comfort, and I know how much faith you have placed in those you believed would never hurt you. Yet I, your God, the one who formed you, must prepare you for what is coming so that when the shock arrives, you will not be crushed but instead be lifted higher into the calling I have for your life. Do not fear what I say, because my words are not to harm you but to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to remind you that though people can fail, betray, or surprise you in ways that break the heart, I am the unchanging one who will never abandon you. There is someone close to you, someone who has been in your circle, someone whose voice you have trusted and whose actions you believed in, but I am revealing to you that they carry an intention or a truth that will soon come to light, and when it does, it will shock you deeply. Yet do not let the shock destroy you, because what the enemy intends for harm, I, your Father, will turn for your good. The very moment of betrayal or disappointment is the same moment where my protection and favor will step in to shield you from greater harm. I know that your heart longs for stability, for safe places, for loyal companions who will never let you down, and I know how much you've prayed for genuine love and honest people around you. That is why this revelation will sting, because it comes from a place you never expected, a face you thought you could lean on, a hand you thought you could hold without fear. But listen carefully, my beloved, it is better for the truth to be revealed than for you to continue in blindness. The shock will not destroy you. It will set you free. The disappointment will not bury you, it will open your eyes to see who truly stands with you and who only pretends. And I, your God, will comfort you through every tear, holding you steady when your trust feels shattered. This is not the end of your story, it is the uncovering of what must be seen so you can step into your destiny with clear vision. You may ask me, Lord, why now? Why on this day? Why must it happen like this? And I tell you, because there are seasons where truth must rise, where masks must fall, where deception cannot walk beside you any longer. I am pruning your life, my child, cutting away what looks alive but has no fruit, so that what remains will be pure, strong, and faithful. Do not cling to what I am removing, for I know the path ahead of you, and I will never take away something unless I intend to give you something better. Yes, someone you trust will shock you, but remember this, it is not you who should be ashamed, it is not you who has failed, it is not you who is unworthy. The failure rests in their hands, the broken promise rests in their choices, and the hidden truth that comes to light is not your burden to carry. I want you to stand tall even in your hurt, to know your value does not decrease because another chose to betray, and to walk forward knowing that your destiny is too important to be destroyed by someone else's weakness. I am with you, I am for you, and I am preparing to bring restoration in ways you never imagined. Tonight before midnight, open your heart to me. Pour out your fears, your tears, your questions, and your pain, for I am listening closely. Do not shut me out when your world feels like it's shaking. Let my spirit whisper peace into your soul. Let my presence wrap around you like a shield. You are not alone in this. The very one who created heaven and earth is standing beside you, and I will never let the shock destroy you. Instead, I will turn it into the very thing that strengthens you for the blessings that are about to arrive. My child, I know even now your heart is trembling because the idea of being shocked by someone you trusted feels unbearable. But I want you to look at me, to focus on my voice, because I am the one who knows the end from the beginning, and I am telling you that this very event is a doorway, not a dead end. When someone you trusted shows their true colors, you are not losing stability, you are gaining clarity. I am opening your eyes so that you can see who deserves to stand with you in the next chapter of your life. You cannot take everyone with you, because not all hearts are pure, and not all intentions are holy. That is why I am allowing what has been hidden to come to the surface on this day. Do not think that you are weak because you trusted. Trust is not weakness, it is love, it is innocence, it is faith. I gave you a heart that loves deeply, that hopes for the best in others, that believes in loyalty and truth. That is not a flaw, that is a reflection of my own heart within you. But I also gave you wisdom, and I am sharpening that wisdom now by removing the blindfold so that you can see clearly. My Spirit will show you who is for you and who is against you, who smiles with their lips but hides bitterness in their heart. Do not be surprised when you see it, for I have already prepared you. Beloved, remember the story of my Son, who walked this earth in perfect love, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, raising the dead, and yet even he was betrayed by one he trusted. The kiss of Judas was a shock. But it was also the key that unlocked the greater plan of salvation for the entire world. What feels like betrayal in your life may actually be the key that unlocks your destiny. What feels like loss may be the divine turning point that leads you to greater victory. If my Son could endure the sting of betrayal and rise into resurrection power, so too can you, my child. I will give you strength to stand, I will give you peace in the storm, and I will give you victory where the enemy thought you would fall. There is a reason I am speaking this to you before midnight. Midnight represents a shift, a crossing from one day into the next, from old into new, from what has been into what is about to be. Before this shift takes place, I want your heart to be aligned with me, not shaken by fear. If you hold on to me now, you will not crumble when the truth comes. If you trust me now, you will rise when others fall. Midnight is not the end of your hope, it is the beginning of your breakthrough. Do not let the shock rob you of your sleep, for I give rest to those I love. Do not let the tears make you think you are abandoned, for every tear you cry is caught in my hands. Do not let the disappointment make you question your worth, for you are priceless in my eyes. more valuable than gold or diamonds. I see you, I know you, and I call you mine. Even if people change, I do not change. Even if people betray, I remain faithful. Even if people wound you, I am the healer who binds up the broken-hearted. So, my child, prepare your heart, but not with fear, prepare it with faith. Do not brace for destruction, brace for revelation. Do not wait for disaster, wait for deliverance. The shock will come, but so will my strength. The betrayal may cut, but my healing will be deeper. And when you look back, you will see that this was not the moment of your downfall, but the moment where I separated you from what could never walk into your future. Trust me in this. Lean on me through this. For I am your God, and I am writing a story for you that no man, no woman, no betrayal can erase. My beloved, I know that inside your heart you are already replaying the memories of the one you trust, wondering how this could be, asking yourself if you missed the signs, questioning if you were foolish to give your heart so openly. But I say to you, release the weight of self-blame, because love is never foolish. It is deception that is foolish. It is hidden intentions that are dangerous. And though you may feel like you gave too much of yourself, I tell you this, nothing you give in love is ever wasted in my kingdom. The love you poured out will come back to you multiplied, even if not from the person you gave it to, because I will ensure that what you sow in truth, you will reap in blessing. I want you to understand, child, that not all people are meant to be lifelong companions. Some come as lessons, some as seasons, some as tests, and some as blessings. When a season ends, it may feel painful, but it is also sacred, because it opens the door for something greater to enter. If someone you trusted is about to shock you, it means their season in your story is coming to a close, and though your heart may ache, your spirit will soon rejoice when you see what I am making room for in your life. Trust my pruning process. When I cut away, it is not to harm you but to allow new growth to come forth. Remember, my child, I have heard the prayers you whispered when no one else was listening. I have heard you ask me to protect you from fake love, from dishonest hearts, from hidden traps. Do you not see? This is my answer. By exposing what was hidden, I am saving you from deeper pain later. I am showing you before the deception can dig deeper roots. This shock is not punishment, it is protection. You asked me to guard you, and I am answering in a way you did not expect. It hurts now, but it will save you later. There is something else I want you to know. Do not let bitterness take root in you because of this. Betrayal can turn hearts hard if left unhealed, but I am calling you to a higher way. Do not close your heart to love, because love is still your calling. Do not close your eyes to kindness, because kindness is still your power. Do not stop trusting me because a human being broke your trust. Lift your eyes above the failure of man and look at the faithfulness of your God. My covenant with you is everlasting. I will not walk away. I will not change my mind. I will not shock you with betrayal. My surprises are not to break you but to bless you, not to wound you but to lift you, not to shame you but to crown you with glory and honor. Before midnight, I want you to do something sacred. Place your pain in my hands. Speak it out to me. Tell me who hurt you. Tell me what you fear. Tell me what you cannot understand. And then leave it with me. Do not take it back. Do not let it poison your sleep or steal your peace. I will carry it for you. When the clock strikes midnight and the day shifts, I want your heart to be light, free from the burden of carrying betrayal on your shoulders. Let me take it. Let me heal it. Let me redeem it. The enemy thinks this shock will weaken you, but I say it will strengthen you. The enemy thinks this disappointment will silence you, but I say it will amplify you. The enemy thinks this betrayal will bury you, but I say it will resurrect you into a new chapter where no hidden agenda can stop you. This is not the end of your song, it is a new verse beginning. This is not the end of your journey, it is a fresh road opening. And though the person may shock you, my presence will sustain you. My precious one, I want you to pause for a moment and breathe in my presence, because I am speaking life into you even as your heart wrestles with the weight of these words. Someone you trust may shock you, but the shock will not define you. You are defined by my love, my purpose, my calling, and nothing that anyone does against you can erase that. You see, people can act out of jealousy, out of fear, out of selfishness, or out of hidden motives, but I, your God, act only out of pure love for you. Every move I make in your life is to prosper you, to strengthen you, to lead you into a hope and a future that is brighter than what you see now. I know how much you value loyalty. I know how deeply you hold on to the bonds you create with people. When you give your trust, you give it wholeheartedly, not halfway. That is why betrayal cuts so deeply. It strikes at the very place where your love has been most vulnerable. But do not let this wound convince you that everyone is unworthy of trust. I have prepared hearts who will walk with you in truth, who will love you without agenda, who will stand beside you through valleys and mountaintops. This moment of shock is not to show you that all are false, it is to separate the false from the true. Do you remember when gold is purified in fire? The heat causes the impurities to rise to the surface so they can be removed, leaving the gold pure and radiant. That is what I am doing in your relationships. The fire of this moment is not to burn you, but to refine what surrounds you. The one who shocks you is the impurity rising to the surface, and once it is revealed, you will shine brighter, stronger, and freer than before. Do not mourn the exposure, rejoice that the fire has not consumed you but only purified what needed to be cleansed. Child, I also want to warn you gently, do not seek revenge. Do not waste your strength plotting how to return the pain. That is not your battle to fight. I am your defender, your avenger, the one who sees every injustice and balances every scale. If you place this in my hands, I will deal with it perfectly. If you try to handle it yourself, the burden will crush you. Let me fight for you. Let me show you that I am still God in this situation. Let me prove to you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Before midnight, I am calling you to release forgiveness, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is not excusing the betrayal, it is breaking the chain that tries to keep your heart bound to the pain. If you forgive, you are free. If you hold on to bitterness, you are chained to the one who hurt you. I want you free, my child. I want you unchained, walking in joy, walking in purpose, walking in the fullness of who I made you to be. Let their choices rest with them, and let your freedom rest in me, and when the shock comes, when the mask falls, I want you to remember my promise: I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even if the most trusted one in your life walks away or reveals a hidden betrayal, I will remain. My presence will fill the empty space. My spirit will comfort your heart. My love will hold you until you feel whole again. And beyond that, I will bring restoration, I will bring new connections, and I will surround you with people who reflect my heart for you. This is not the end, it is the clearing of the path so the right people can enter. Beloved child, I know that right now you may be imagining the pain of the moment when someone you trust reveals their hidden truth, and it frightens you. But I want you to shift your eyes from the pain to the purpose, because everything I allow has a divine reason behind it. Even when the enemy tries to plant betrayal, I weave it into your story for victory. Think of Joseph, sold by his own brothers, betrayed by the ones who should have loved him most. That shock was unbearable, yet it positioned him to sit on a throne in Egypt and save many lives. What was meant to destroy him became the very pathway to his destiny. And so it will be with you, my child. The one you trust may shock you, but that shock will not bury you, it will elevate you. You must also understand that not everyone can see the vision I've placed inside you. Some will pretend to support you, but in their hearts they secretly compete, compare, or even hope you fail. That is why I am allowing exposure now. I will not let you build your future on unstable foundations. I will not let hidden intentions follow you into the next chapter of your life. I am cleansing your path so you can walk freely without the weight of betrayal hanging over you. Yes, the revelation may sting, but it is also my mercy. Better a painful truth now than a deeper destruction later. My precious one, when the moment comes, I want you to remember my words: you are stronger than this shock. You are not as fragile as the enemy wants you to believe. My spirit inside you is greater than the wound caused by man. My strength inside you is more powerful than the betrayal of any person. You will not only survive, you will rise. You will not only endure, you will shine. And your story will not be marked by the shock of betrayal, but by the testimony of how I turned ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, pain into power. Listen closely. There will be a temptation to close your heart completely, to never trust again, to lock the door and let no one in. But that is not my will for you. Guard your heart, yes, but do not bury it. Protect your spirit, yes, but do not harden it. You were created to love and to be loved, to connect, to trust, to give, to build. I will guide you toward those who are worthy of your heart. I will lead you into relationships that are healthy, honest, and fruitful. I will replace what is lost with something greater. Do not let this one shock convince you that love is dead or trust is impossible. With me, restoration is always possible. Before midnight, I want you to declare this in faith: God, I place my trust in you above all. If people fail me, you will not. If hearts betray me, yours will not. If doors close, you will open new ones. I release my pain into your hands, and I choose to believe that this shock will not break me but make me stronger. Say it, believe it, and watch how my peace flows over you like a river. I am also sending angels to surround you, to guard you, to minister to you in this very hour. You may not see them with your natural eyes, but they are near, standing in the room with you, covering you with my protection. Every scheme of the enemy is being dismantled even now. Every plan to see you broken is being overturned. Every lie spoken in secret is about to be revealed in the light. You are covered, my child. You are shielded. You are safe in me, my child. I see you wondering why I am speaking so strongly, why this warning comes on this very Monday, the 8th of September, and why I emphasize that it must be opened before midnight. Hear me, this date is marked in heaven as a moment of unveiling. There are seasons when truth can no longer remain hidden, and this is one of them. Midnight represents the shift between what has been concealed and what must come to light. I do not want you to walk into tomorrow blind. I want you walking into it prepared, anchored, and filled with my peace. No matter what unfolds, do not allow fear to grip your heart. Fear is not from me. Fear will whisper that you cannot handle what is coming, but I say you can, because I am with you. Fear will whisper that you are about to be broken beyond repair, but I say you will be healed and restored. Fear will whisper that your trust was wasted, but I say your trust was a seed, and every seed of love you planted will return to you in ways greater than you can imagine. Fear lies, but I am truth. And my truth says you are stronger than betrayal, bigger than disappointment, and destined for more than what anyone could take away from you. I know that your heart has already carried many shocks in life. You have endured words that cut you, actions that betrayed you, and situations that tried to crush your spirit. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still reaching for me. That is proof that you are not easily defeated. Every storm you survived was preparation for this moment. Every tear you cried was watering the soil of your future harvest. Every disappointment was a stepping stone toward the place I am calling you. Do not despise your pain, because I am turning it into power. When this shock comes, I want you to let go of the need to understand everything in that moment. Some truths will only make sense later, when you see the fullness of my plan. Trust me even when you cannot trace me. Trust me even when you cannot see the outcome. Trust me even when your heart feels heavy with confusion. I am not the author of chaos, I am the God of order, and everything will align in its time, and know this: sometimes the people who shock you are not your enemies, they are simply weak, broken, or blinded by their own struggles. That does not excuse the hurt they cause, but it helps you understand that the betrayal was not a reflection of your worth but of their weakness. You are not less because they failed. You are not unworthy because they stumbled. You are not unlovable because they chose deception. You remain my beloved child, clothed in honor, crowned with glory, and surrounded by my endless love. Tonight before midnight, I ask you to come into my presence in stillness. Shut out the noise, the voices, the distractions, and just be with me. Let my spirit minister to your soul. Let my love fill every empty corner of your heart. Let my peace wash over your mind like a gentle river. If you do this, you will not just endure the shock, you will rise above it. And when others wonder how you manage to stay calm, how you manage to forgive, how you manage to keep shining, you will point to me and say, "It was God. He held me together when everything tried to fall apart." My beloved child, when the truth is revealed and the shock strikes your heart, I want you to remember that nothing catches me by surprise. I have seen it all before it happens. I have already made provision for your healing, and I have already written the next chapter of your story. What may look like a sudden storm to you is already known to me, and in my knowledge, I have already prepared your shelter, your way forward, and your blessing that follows after the rain. You may feel a sting, you may feel disappointment, you may feel anger rise within you, but let those emotions flow through you and then hand them to me. Do not let them sit and grow roots in your soul. If you let anger and bitterness stay, they will poison the beautiful garden I am planting in your spirit. I want to uproot the weeds before they choke your joy. Give them to me quickly, my child. Tell me everything, your confusion, your grief, your questions, your hurt. Pour them out before midnight, because when the day turns over, I want you stepping into it lighter, freer, and already on your way to healing. This exposure will also open your eyes in ways you have prayed for. You asked me to give you discernment, and I am answering. Discernment sometimes comes with pain because it reveals the hearts you once trusted blindly. But discernment is a gift, it will protect you from greater harm. Guide you in choosing your companions wisely, and strengthen your ability to see truth where others see only appearances. Consider this shock not as a curse but as a sharpening of your spirit. Remember also, my child, that I never remove without replacing. If I close a door, I am already opening another. If I strip away a false support, I am already preparing a stronger foundation. If I allow betrayal, I am already raising up loyal hearts to surround you. You will not walk alone. You will not stay in loneliness. For every person who fails you, I will raise another who will bless you. For every voice that lies to you, I will send one that speaks truth into you. For every hand that lets go of you, I will place another that will hold you firmly. Trust my replacements, they will always be better, always be truer, always be divine connections that carry my purpose for your life. Do not be afraid of being alone in the in-between. Sometimes the space between betrayal and blessing feels like emptiness, but it is actually the holiest space where I draw you closest to me. In that space, you will learn to depend on me like never before. In that space, I will pour into you treasures of wisdom, strength, and intimacy with me that you could not receive when surrounded by noise. The in-between is not a punishment, it is preparation. And soon, very soon, you will see why I allowed this shift. My child, lift up your eyes and do not let them linger too long on the one who shocked you. If you focus only on their actions, you will miss my greater plan. Look higher. Look to me. I am your source, your healer, your defender, your provider, your forever companion. Let your eyes be fixed on me, and you will not sink in the storm. Just as Peter walked on water when his eyes were on my Son, so too will you walk above the waves of betrayal if your eyes remain on me. My child, as this day draws to its end, and as the hour of midnight approaches, know this with all certainty: nothing that is about to be revealed will destroy you. You are not fragile glass ready to shatter, you are refined gold that only shines brighter in the fire. The shock that comes will not reduce your value, it will only expose the truth and push you closer to the destiny I have written for you. I tell you again, when someone you trust shakes your world with their actions or words, do not allow their choices to define who you are. You are my beloved, chosen before the foundations of the earth, marked with purpose, wrapped in glory, and filled with eternal worth. What they do cannot erase what I have placed inside of you. Their betrayal does not undo your calling. Their dishonesty does not silence your destiny. Their weakness does not cancel your strength in me. I am the God who restores. I am the God who heals. I am the God who makes all things new. This night, as you release your worries, as you let go of the questions, as you surrender the pain, I am covering you with peace that surpasses all understanding. Even in the shock, you will feel my hand steadying you. Even in the heartbreak, you will feel my love lifting you. Even in the silence of the midnight hour, you will hear my voice reminding you, you are not alone. I am here. Do not waste your tears on those who could not honor your trust. Instead, invest your hope in the future I am building for you. I am bringing people into your life who will reflect my love for you. I am opening doors that no betrayal can close. I am placing you in positions of favor where no hidden enemy can touch you. And most of all, I am drawing you closer to myself, because in my presence you will never be shocked, never be betrayed, never be forsaken. As this message comes to a close, carry these words deep in your heart. What was meant to shock you will strengthen you. What was meant to break you will build you. What was meant to shame you will shape you into glory. You will rise, my child. You will not remain in the valley. You will not remain in pain. Midnight is not your ending, it is your new beginning. Trust me, for I will never fail you. I love you with an everlasting love. I am with you through every heartbeat, every breath, every moment. Walk into tomorrow not with fear of betrayal but with faith in my plan. The shock will pass, but my love will remain forever.